Hello, my name is Kathleen Molchinock. I'm the program coordinator for Big Brothers Big Sisters, which is part of the Youth and Volunteer Center. Our organization is the Youth and Volunteer Center, and underneath the Youth and Volunteer Center we have multiple programs, which include Boys and Girls Club, Camp Alexo, the 49th Street Youth Shelter, the Youth Employment Program, and of course Big Brothers Big Sisters. Our vision is investing in youth today builds stronger communities for tomorrow, and our mission statement is positively impacting the lives of youth through healthy relationships and quality experiences. And so we really embody that into all our programs that we do. So specifically with Big Brothers Big Sisters, it's a national program, so we're affiliated with nationals. And having said that, we have national standards that we have to adhere to and what our matches have to adhere to. We match children ages 5 to 15 with adult volunteers, which we call Big Brothers or Big Sisters. Big Brothers and Big Sisters have to go through enrollment just like you would have to. And we match the kids based on interest and similarities with the bigs and littles. They participate in on a one-to-one basis. We have two different types of programs in Big Brothers Big Sisters. We have the community-based program, which is where bigs and littles go out in the community. They might go bowling if they're into that. They might make crafts, they might bake, they all go throw a ball in the park. And then we have our site-based program, which is the in-school mentoring and team mentoring. And there is in a school setting, so they'll go to a school and it's not about doing homework, but they'll read a book or do a craft in the school setting. So it's a bit of a lower risk program. Now, for practicum students, typically a day with Big Brothers Big Sisters is 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. I guess your practicum, depending on the block, you might be working Tuesdays or Thursdays, or you might have the block semester. So usually it's 9 to 5 during the day. However, we do match activities monthly, so that might be on a weekend. We might go to West Ed as a big group, and or to the Calgary Zoo or Callaway Park. So there are evenings and weekends occasionally. If a student does miss a day for whatever reason, they can make it up, but having said that, we obviously expect you to communicate with your supervisor. If you're sick, you treat it like a job, so you would call and let you know, hey, I can't come in today, or if you know you have seminars or school, you would call and say, hey, I can't come in today, I have schoolwork or what like that. But you can definitely make it up another time. We are pretty flexible, even if you have to go, can't make it Thursday, we are very flexible, just as long as you're communicating that with your supervisor. That's totally fine. To be a volunteer, a practicum student, a staff, everyone must go through our enrollment, which means there is quite kind of a lot to do with enrollment. You have to get your criminal record check, your child welfare check. Of course, your criminal record check, you do not have to pay. We have a form that you can bring to the RCMP, which you don't have to pay, and then child welfare check is of course free. And so you have to get those. You have to provide 3 references, and you have to do orientation to the agency, and there they do child safety training, which is stuff that you obviously would be learning in school, like what happens if someone discloses information about abuse to you, stuff like that, but you will go through that training as well here. And then you will also go through an interview with our enrollment coordinator, which is a pretty lengthy interview. It's about an hour and just talks about life and your life. Then after all that, so you have your criminal record check, your child welfare check, your orientation, 3 references, and your interview. You'll get approved pending all that's completed, and then you can begin your practicum. So, but which of course you can do all throughout your practicum as well. You don't need you don't need a vehicle necessarily. I mean, it is of course, an asset to have if we might need to go pick up supplies or whatever, but it's not mandatory. First aid is also not mandatory, but it is also an asset. In terms of the level of supervision, you will be working directly with your supervisor. They will be supervising you on a daily basis, providing you feedback. Any questions that you have, certainly they're there to help you and assist you in any way you need. So in terms of the learning opportunities with Big Brothers Big Sisters, there are plenty of opportunities. You can do the national online training that Bigs National does for their staff, so you can complete that, and that just kind of lets you know more on the national level what is expected and what national standards are that we have to go through. We are a national program, so we do get accredited every 5 years, so we definitely have to, they make sure that we are up to date with everything. So you can go through that training. Because we work all under the Youth and Volunteer Center, we always work and help other programs out. So you might, help the Boys and Girls Club out a little bit with, say, their fundraiser maybe, or, their short one club night. So, you might go up there. Not often, but we do work with each other and we do help each other out. That's the benefit of being all under one roof as the Youth and Volunteer Center. You'll also work with other agencies in the community, the food bank. There might be a time where you'll need to be phoning Children's Services, stuff like that. So we do work closely with other agencies in the community. You might need to do some FCSS reports, like a reporting night, looking at trends and impacts, things like that. On a day-to-day basis, every day is different. It really depends on what you're comfortable with and what what needs to be done. You might be helping out doing monitors, so interviewing bigs and littles. You might be doing case notes, writing case notes, making phone calls, helping out with filing, stuff like that. You also will be, might be planning match activities and going to them, working directly with parents and kids and families. You'll be just supporting the program in whatever way we need you and that you feel comfortable with.